America's next crisis isn't just a possibility, it's an inevitability. And here's the hard truth. Most people won't be ready when it hits. Will you be one of them? Whether it's a sudden financial meltdown, a catastrophic power outage, or severe disruptions to the food supply chain, the warning signs are everywhere. The time to act isn't tomorrow, it's right now. In this video, we're revealing the 10 essential things you need to prepare for immediately to protect your family and ensure you not only survive, but thrive when chaos strikes. And here's the kicker. The number one item on this list will completely change the way you think about preparedness. Don't even think about skipping ahead. Every second of this video could be the difference between being ready and being left vulnerable. Welcome to Preppers Community, the ultimate hub for those who refuse to leave their future to chance. If you're new here, don't just watch, take action. Hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss life-saving content like this. And to our returning community members, thank you for being part of this mission. Smash that like button to help us reach more preppers who need this critical information. This is the knowledge you've been waiting for, so let's not waste another second. Let's dive straight into the 10 things you must prepare for now, starting with number 10. Number 10, alternative energy sources. Let me ask you something. How long could you survive without power? Imagine a world where the grid fails for days, weeks, or even months. It's not just about the inconvenience. It's about survival. No electricity means no refrigeration, no communication, and no light. With power grid failures becoming increasingly likely, investing in alternative energy sources isn't just smart, it's absolutely essential. Start with a reliable solar generator to keep critical devices running, like your phone or medical equipment. Add a hand crank charger for emergencies, and don't overlook the basics, like candles or oil lamps for lighting. Here's the harsh reality. Power outages are no longer a question of if, they're a question of when. Can you imagine being left in the dark with no plan in place? If that thought makes you uneasy, it's time to act. Take a moment to assess your current energy solutions and start preparing today. Now I want to hear from you. What's your go-to alternative energy source? Share your tips in the comments and let's learn from each other. Number 9, long-term food storage. Here's a sobering fact. The average grocery store only has 3 days of inventory. Just 3 days. That means if a crisis hits and panic buying starts, the shelves will be emptied out in hours, leaving you and your family with nothing. Now imagine standing in line for hours, only to find bare shelves staring back at you. Scary, right? This is why long-term food storage isn't just an option, it's a necessity. Start by stocking up on freeze-dried meals, which can last for decades and provide essential nutrients in any emergency. Add bulk items like rice, beans, and pasta, which are affordable and easy to store. But don't stop there. Focus on the unsung heroes of food storage: salt, sugar, and cooking oil. These basics are critical for cooking, preserving food, and even bartering in a crisis. Here's the key: storage matters. Invest in airtight containers, vacuum seal bags, or even food-grade buckets to protect your supplies from pests, moisture, and spoilage. Stored properly, these staples can last for years or even decades. And don't wait until it's too late. The time to build your stockpile is now, while shelves are still full and prices are manageable. Let me know in the comments. What's your top go-to item for long-term storage? Let's share ideas and help our preppers community be better prepared for what's coming. Number 8, water filtration and storage. Let's get real, water is life. You can survive weeks without food, but without water, you're looking at just 3 days. So what happens when your tap runs dry or becomes contaminated? Would you and your family have enough to get by? In a crisis, clean, drinkable water quickly becomes the most valuable resource. That's why every prepper needs to invest in water filtration systems like a LifeStraw or a Berkey filter. These tools can turn questionable water sources like streams or even rainwater into safe drinking water. But filters are just one piece of the puzzle. Here's the rule of thumb. Store at least 1 gallon of water per person per day. For a family of 4, that's 12 gallons just for 3 days. And don't make the mistake of relying solely on bottled water. It depletes faster than you think. Instead, take it a step further. Invest in rain barrels or large water storage tanks to collect and store water for the long term. Now here's a critical tip. Add water purification tablets to your prepper kit. Even stored water can go bad over time, and these tablets provide an extra layer of security. Remember, it's not just about quantity, it's about quality. Think about it. When the taps stop flowing, the panic begins. But you'll already be ready. So let me ask, how much water do you currently have stored? Drop your answer in the comments and let's help each other be better prepared. Number 7, medical supplies and first aid. Picture this scenario. Hospitals are overwhelmed, emergency lines are backed up, and you're completely on your own. In moments like this, every second counts. So let me ask you, do you have the medical supplies to handle an emergency? If not, now is the time to act. Start with the basics, a well-stocked first aid kit. Bandages, antiseptics, and wound dressings are your first line of defense against infections and complications. But don't stop there. Stock up on over-the-counter medications like pain relievers, anti-diarrheal pills, allergy medicines, and cold and flu remedies. Things that become priceless in a crisis. And here's a pro tip. If you can, secure a supply of antibiotics. Infections can turn deadly if left untreated, and in a world without easy access to medical care, having antibiotics on hand could save a life. Research safe options for preppers or consult with a trusted healthcare professional to find what's appropriate. But there's one thing people often overlook: knowledge. Knowing how to treat burns, cuts, or fractures could be just as valuable as the supplies themselves. Consider adding a first aid manual to your stockpile, or even taking a basic first aid course. Knowledge doesn't expire, and it could make all the difference. Here's the harsh reality. Injuries don't wait for convenient times. Whether it's a deep cut from working outdoors or a severe allergic reaction, you need to be prepared now, not later. So, what's in your medical kit? Let us know in the comments and share your must-have items with the preppers community. Together, we can make sure no one is caught unprepared. Number 6, self-defense tools. When chaos strikes, personal safety is no longer just important. It becomes your number one priority. Imagine this. Civil unrest breaks out, or someone tries to invade your home during a blackout. In moments like these, the ability to protect yourself and your loved ones is absolutely critical. Start with non-lethal self-defense tools. Items like pepper spray are compact, effective, and easy to carry, giving you a quick advantage in dangerous situations. Pair that with a tactical flashlight. Not only can it disorient an attacker with its intense beam, but it can also serve as a sturdy weapon if necessary. And don't overlook home security systems or door barricades. These tools can give you precious time to react or deter potential threats entirely. But here's the catch. Simply owning these tools isn't enough. Knowledge is power. Train yourself to use them effectively. Take time to practice handling pepper spray, aiming a flashlight under stress, or setting up home security measures. Confidence in your tools can make the difference between a successful defense and panic in the heat of the moment. And remember, safety isn't optional, it's a necessity. Waiting to prepare until after chaos strikes is too late. Take action now to ensure you're ready for anything. So here's my question for you. What's your go-to self-defense tool? Let us know in the comments. Your tips could help someone else in our preppers community prepare for the unexpected. Number 5, communication devices. Now, imagine this. A crisis hits. Whether it's a natural disaster or a widespread blackout, and within hours, cell towers fail. No internet, no phone calls, just silence. In that moment, your ability to communicate could mean the difference between staying informed and being completely in the dark. This is why every prepper needs to invest in emergency communication devices. Start with a hand crank emergency radio that can give you critical updates on weather conditions, evacuation notices, or government alerts. Look for radios with NOAA capabilities to stay ahead of severe weather events. Next, consider walkie-talkies. These devices aren't just for fun, they're a lifeline when cell service is down. Equip your family or prepper group with reliable, long-range models so you can stay connected, even across large distances. Walkie-talkies allow you to coordinate, share updates, or call for help when other methods fail. And here's a pro tip. Invest in a ham radio setup if you're serious about long-distance communication. It might require a bit of learning, but ham radios are incredibly reliable and can connect you with networks of preppers and emergency responders. Here's the truth. Information is power. In a crisis, knowing what's happening around you can help you make smarter decisions and keep your family safe. So don't wait. Get these devices now while they're still available. Now let me ask you, do you already have a reliable communication setup? If not, what's stopping you? Share your thoughts in the comments below, and let's discuss how to stay connected in even the worst scenarios. Number 4, fire starters and warmth supplies. When the temperature drops and the power goes out, staying warm isn't just about comfort, it's about survival. Hypothermia can set in faster than you think, especially during prolonged blackouts or winter storms. Are you prepared to keep your family safe when the heat is gone? Start with the basics, fire starters. Stock up on waterproof matches, flint and steel kits, and even lighters. These tools are small, lightweight, and critical for creating a heat source in any condition. Don't forget about kindling materials like fire-starting cubes or even cotton balls coated in petroleum jelly. Cheap and incredibly effective. Next, prioritize warmth supplies. Invest in wool blankets. They retain heat even when wet and are far superior to synthetic alternatives. Add thermal sleeping bags or space blankets for extreme cold, and don't overlook the value of layered clothing, including insulated gloves and socks. For indoor heating, consider portable heaters that don't rely on electricity, like propane or kerosene models. But here's the key. Ensure you have proper ventilation and carbon monoxide detectors to keep your family safe. Here's the reality. Heat is not a luxury, it's survival. When the power grid fails, the temperature in your home can drop dangerously fast, turning an inconvenience into a life-threatening emergency. Don't wait until you're freezing. Prepare now. Let me ask you, do you already have fire starters or warmth supplies in your stockpile? What's your go-to solution for staying warm during an outage? Share your tips in the comments, and let's keep the preppers community ready for anything. Number 3, bartering items. Picture this. The economy collapses, cash becomes worthless, and suddenly, the only currency that matters is what you have to trade. When money fails, bartering becomes king. The question is, will you have what others desperately need? In a post-crisis world, practical, everyday items turn into powerful bargaining tools. Start with essentials like alcohol, not just for drinking but also for sanitation and medical use. Batteries are another hot commodity, powering everything from flashlights to radios. And don't underestimate the value of toiletries. Think toothpaste, soap, feminine hygiene products, and even toilet paper. These basics will be in high demand when supply chains break down. Here's a pro tip. Focus on small, easy-to-store items that won't take up much space but will hold immense value. Single-serving packs of coffee, cigarettes, or even snack foods can become surprisingly valuable in desperate times. But bartering isn't just about items. It's about strategy. Knowing what's most valuable in your local community or region can give you the upper hand. In rural areas, things like seeds or fuel might be top priorities, while urban environments might prioritize medical supplies or tools. Now let's be honest. When chaos strikes, would you rather have a pile of cash or a stockpile of life-saving goods? The choice is clear. So tell me, what's the one item you'd stockpile for bartering? Drop your ideas in the comments, and let's build a preppers community list of must-have trade items. Together, we'll be ready for whatever comes next. Number 2, survival knowledge. Here's a hard truth. You could have the best gear, the largest stockpile, and the most advanced tools, but none of it will matter if you don't know how to use them. In a crisis, knowledge is your greatest weapon. It weighs nothing, but it can save everything. Start by investing in high-quality survival books. Choose guides that teach practical, actionable skills, like how to forage for food in the wild, identify edible plants, purify water, and navigate without GPS. A great book can become your most trusted ally when technology fails and time is running out. But don't stop at reading. Practice is everything. Learn and refine key skills like fire building, so you're not fumbling with a flint kit for the first time when you're cold and desperate. Take time to master basic first aid, from dressing wounds to treating burns, because professional medical help might not be available. And don't overlook essential skills like foraging, cooking without power, and even basic self-defense. Here's a pro tip. Learn hands-on. Join local workshops or connect with other preppers in your area who can teach you valuable techniques. Remember, the goal isn't just to survive, it's to thrive no matter what happens. Think of it this way. Supplies can run out, but knowledge stays with you forever. It's the ultimate survival tool, one that can't be stolen, broken, or lost. Now, here's a challenge for you. What's the one survival skill you think every prepper should know? Share it in the comments, and let's grow our collective knowledge together. Because in the preppers community, we don't just stockpile, we build resilience. Number 1, community and security plans. We've saved the most important preparation for last, a strong community and security plan. Here's the truth. When a crisis hits, being a lone wolf is not a survival strategy. History has shown time and time again that those who thrive during tough times are the ones who band together, pool resources, and protect each other. Start by building a network of trusted individuals, people you can rely on and who can rely on you. These could be neighbors, family members, or local prepper groups. The key is diversity in skills. Maybe someone is skilled in first aid, another in mechanical repairs, and someone else in food preservation. Together, you form a team that's far stronger than the sum of its parts. But don't stop there. Develop a security plan for your group. Identify vulnerabilities in your home or area and address them now. Discuss strategies for protecting your resources and ensuring the safety of your group during times of unrest. Remember, it's not just about having supplies. It's about being able to defend and sustain them. And here's something to keep in mind. Trust is built before the crisis, not during it. Start these conversations and preparations now, so when the time comes, your community is ready to act as one. Here's a challenge for you. Take a moment to think about who's in your circle. Who could you count on in a crisis? And just as importantly, who can count on you? Share your thoughts in the comments because building a stronger community starts right here in the Preppers community. That wraps up the 10 things you must prepare for immediately. Which one surprised you the most? Or maybe there's something you think we missed. Let us know in the comments below. Your insights could help someone else get ready. If this video helped you feel more prepared, do us a favor. Hit that thumbs up and share it with someone who needs to see it. And if you're new here, don't leave without subscribing to Preppers Community for more life-saving tips, strategies, and updates. Together, we can face any crisis head-on. Stay safe, stay prepared, and we'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching!